I'm not sure if Satyaraj is going to make it. Probably not. He told me yesterday that he came yesterday for our Janmashtami program and said it's a long distance for him. He lives past, Nayak or that area, Hudson Valley. And he's written a wonderful offering, and we have another 10 minutes. So I'm going to read his offering. And if he does come, maybe he'll read it again. Let's see. But I don't think so. My dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my most reverential and affectionate obeisances. I stand in line for an undeserved place at your lotus feet. Despite the fact that today is among the most auspicious days of the year, I struggle with the 10 senses in the mind. These senses are like employees in the factory of life, and they receive instructions from Mr. Manas, the guy in charge. Unfortunately, I am even beleaguered by these 11 villains on your appearance day, for they engulf me with all their might as always. Yet I also remember what you taught me. Krishna is Rishikesh, the true Lord and controller of the senses. And if I take shelter of him, all is good, all is fine, all is sane. I need not worry about my ever-vacillating mind. Moreover, I contemplate these truths on Ekadashi, the 11th day, as we tend to call it. The number 11 thus engulfs my mind as never before. In numerology, whether from Egypt, Babylon, Greece, or Japan, and even in India, this number 11 stands as a king among numbers, surpassing most others. It is said to carry a special spiritual significance and embody a unique vibration, potent both literally and as a metaphor. The number, it is said, is like a cosmic door that opens one up to esoteric knowledge. Unlike most numbers, which can be reduced to a single digit, 11 always remains as it is, and thus it possesses a unique, unequaled status in the world of numbers. In Chaldean numerology, number 1 corresponds to the sun, and when made into 11, is said to double the sun's energies, its potencies reflected in the lives of those who are impacted by it. On your appearance day, I remember how you have embodied this number throughout your adult life. It all seems to begin in 1922 at the Sri Gaudiya Math at Ultadanga, where you had the first darshan of your divine Guru, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. You saw him, and more importantly, he saw you. It was during this very first meeting that he gave you the inspiration to preach Krishna consciousness throughout the Western countries and the rest of the world for the benefit of all, your life's mission. Then, 11 years later, you received Harinam and Diksha from him. This was in 1933. Your initiated name was Sri Abhaycharan Aravinda Dasadikari, and soon you would be called Bhaktivedanta, a title awarded to you for your devotion and scholarship. By 1944, that is, after another 11 years, you established Back to Godhead magazine. Who, besides your divine grace, would have suspected that this humble endeavor, started in India on simple newsprint, would soon show its face throughout the world on glossy, full-color paper, comparable to the best magazines that the West had to offer. And even better, since the content was wholly spiritual, Back to Godhead's circulation at one point was doubling each year, particularly in the mid-1970s, peaking at nearly 500,000 per month, mainly distributed by your loving devotees to people on street corners. This same magazine continues to this day. It was 11 years after founding BTG that you left your family in 1955. You founded the League of Devotees in Jhansi, and after that you relocated to Vrindavan, preparing for your mission west. Your renunciation of family allowed you the freedom to write and preach, and it prepared you for the formal sannyas order of life, which you adopted in 1959, further positioning you for your journey in America, to America. In 1966, when you officially founded the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, yet another 11 years had elapsed. But this was, in many ways, the beginning of your profound journey, in which you opened 108 temples, along with farm communities, restaurants, schools, a book publishing company, flooding the world with Krishna conscious literature, and so on. Initiating thousands of disciples, you indeed caused a renaissance of devotion that spread throughout the world. Your disciples now carry on that mission in your name. Finally, 11 years after founding your mission, you left our world in 1977, but only to the naked eye. Clearly, you are still with us, for you live in your instructions. And if you were not in some sense here, how could we write Vyasa Puja offerings? These offerings themselves are one of the many ways that your presence can still be felt throughout the world. Indeed, there are numerous ways that your presence is felt, stemming from the relentless reverberations of all your many accomplishments. It is even evident in people today, almost half a century after your disappearance, who are still joining the movement in large numbers and studying your books as modern-day Shastras. It may seem arbitrary to think of your transcendental life in terms of 11-year intervals, but when looked at carefully, it is clearly more than mere coincidence, since it involves the most pivotal points of your service to Guru and Krishna. Meeting your Guru, 1922, taking initiation, 1933, founding Back to Gada, 1944, renouncing the comforts of home, 1955, incorporating ISKCON, 1966, and performing the pastime of leaving the world, 1977. The most significant events of your life, divided into periods of 11, show that your pastimes and accomplishments are always topmost, even according to astrological and numerological calculations. But the greatest calculation, of course, lies in how your life pleases Krishna and helps all living beings on their journey back to Godhead. On that score, we need not wait for number 11. You're a full 108 and more. Your aspiring servant, Satyaraj Das. So we've read a few of these offerings, and now we're going to have the arti in just a few minutes. And we'll try to end the arti promptly so that we can have at least an hour. Well, hopefully we will conclude by 7:45, but we're going to hope that many of my God brothers and sisters will come, will be able to read, they'll be able to speak, and then now part of the program is that we're going to perform Pushpanjali. So we're going to have to fit in all of this in this period of time, and we do look forward to your participation, and I do in advance to any of you who are already here that I may ask to speak. I beg your forgiveness if I ask you to speak shortly, short times. So Arti is happening now, correct? Yes, I think so. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll reconvene for this Vyasa Puja Homages just after the conclusion of the Arti. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Ki bajayo jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko shobha. Ki bajayo jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko shobha. Ki bajayo jaya Gaura Chande Arati ka shobha. Janavi tata mane Jagamana loba. Dakhineni tai chan Vame gadadhara. Nikate Advaita Shini Vasachhatradhara. Kiva bose jache Gaura Chan Ratna Simhasane. Arati Koranno Brahma Adi Devogane Narahari Adi Kauri Jamaradulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Goshaya Digaya O Shankar Baje Ganta Baje Baje Karatala Madhura Mendanga Baje Paramarasala Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Madhur 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 Baje Madhur 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 Baje Gaura Haribo 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 Gaura Haribo Nitai Gaura Haribo 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 Gaura Haribo Bahu Koti Chandra Jini Badana Ujvala Gala deshe banamala kaure jalamala Shiva Shuka Narada Preme Gada Gada Bhakati Vinoda Deke Gaurara Sampada Bhakati Vinoda Deke Gaurara Sampada Ki bajayo Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko Shobha Ki bajayo Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko Shobha Janavi tata bane Jagamana lobha Janavi tata bane Jagamana lobha Gaurangera rotik shobha Jaga jana mana lobha Gaurangera rotik shobha Jaga jana mana lobha Gaurangera rotik shobha Jaga jana mana lobha Amma Gaurangera rotik shobha Jaga jana mana lobha Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine. Om. Vishnu. Om. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Pastatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Jaya Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Nita Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parikachara Asatara Satasheshimad. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parikachara Asatara Satasheshimad. His Divine Grace A.C. His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Sham Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan ki. Prem Shri Gaho Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vindi ki. Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi ki. Samaveda Bhakta Vindi ki. Ganga Mai ki. Jamuna Mai ki. Vindavandami ki. Mayapur Dami ki. Jagannath Puri ki. Transcendental Book Distribution ki. Hari Nam Sankirtan ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. And all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga.
Namaste Narasringhaya. Namaste Narasringhaya. Pralada la da da honey. Pralada la da da honey. Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha. Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha. Shilatankana Kalaye. Shilatankana Kalaye. Tony Stringo, para Tony Stringo. Tony Stringo, para Tony Stringo. Yato, yamita, Tony Stringo. Yato, yamita, Tony Stringo. By here, Nick Stringo, red, I ain't a Stringo. By here, Nick Stringo, red, I ain't a Stringo. String hamadim charanam prapade. Nasringamatim Charanam Prabhupada. Narasringamatim Charanam Prabhupada. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakama Bhuta Tringam Kalita Hiranyika Shipo Tanu Bringam Keshavajita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagati Share Jai Jagati Hare Jai Jagati Hare. Okay, Chavajita Nara. Oh, Tavakara Kamalavare Nakama Bhuta Tringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringham Keshavajita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagati Hare Jai Jagati Hare Jaya Jagadisha Re. Hey Naka. Okay, Chavajita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagati Hare. Okay, Tavajita, Narahari Rupa, Jai Jagadita Hare, Jai Jagadi Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Nrsinga Dev, Jaya Nrsinga Dev, Nrsinga Dev, Jaya Nrsinga Dev. Jaya Prahlad Nrsinga, Jaya Nrsinga Dev, Prahlad Nrsinga, Jaya Nrsinga Dev. Jai Radha, Govinda Radha, Govinda Radhe. Jai Radha, Govinda Radha, Govinda Radhe. Nitai Gaur Haribol, 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 Gaur Haribol. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jai, 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 Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur, Premanandi Hari Hari Bol, Srila Prabhupada Vyasa Puja Ki Jai.
Shri Shri Radha Govinda Dev Ki, Shri Shri Gaurnitai Ki, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Ki, Srila Prabhupada Mahamahota Vyasa Puja Ki. We'd like to welcome all the devotees. It's such a wonderful day today, taking Lord Jagannath down Madison Avenue for the India Day Parade. We'd like to thank everyone who attended and who danced enthusiastically for the pleasure of their lordships, and that thoroughly impressed all of the onlookers. It was very wonderful. And we'll hear some interesting stories about the book distribution. I'm sure Kana Gopal will explain later. We had a very ecstatic day distributing books today and yesterday. So we'd like to give a hand to all those devotees who participated in both festivals. Hari Bol! And of course, today is a very special day for all of us to rededicate ourselves to His divine grace. This is Srila Prabhupada's 129th birthday anniversary. And it is also the anniversary in a few days of his 60th arrival in New York City at the Brooklyn Marine Terminal down on 17th Street, where there now exists a Home Depot.
Back home, back to God.
Back Home Depot. So without further ado, we'd just like to give the microphone to
Mother Shobhamai, but first we have a small announcement. Which carries grand import. So the summer is not over. In just 6 days at Times Square, 46th Street and 7th Avenue, Father Duffy Square, guess what? We got the permit and we'll be there having Harinam from 3 to 8 o'clock with the whole setup, the whole show. Come and see how the Vishnu Dwar conquers the Shiva Dwar, how the Krishna spiritual potency conquers the citadel and, let's say, epicenter of Maya, Times Square, and a good time will be had by all. Please come. Hare Krishna. Kirtan never stops.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Govinda Dev Ki Jai, Jagannath Subhadra Baldev Ki, and Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Vyasa Puja Ki Jai. So, as you see, beautiful darshan, all the beautiful garlands, gardenias, they are sponsored by the different devotees, and they would like to remain anonymous. So at least let's give them blessing. Hari Bol! 3 days festival, non-stop kirtan. So many wonderful performances yesterday. And 12 o'clock midnight, Radha Govinda appeared in brand new dress, and that was sponsored and sewn by Parvati Mataji. Busara Prabhu's wife, she has been sewing so many different outfits for Radha Govinda, not for Radha Govinda, all over ISKCON temples. So we have such a long list of volunteers, but we have no time. But Lord knows, they are all blessed by Lord's mercy. We had a gorgeous Janmashtami celebration for our Govinda. So now festival also continues today. Rest of the evening, there will be offerings for Srila Prabhupada, Pushpanjali, and Aarti. And Shayan Aarti will be 8:45, and 8 o'clock will be Prasadam will be served. So please enjoy the evening. 3 days festival ki jai. All the volunteers ki jai. Hari Bol.
Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So as mentioned, today is the celebration of Vyasa Puja, the worship of the spiritual master, the representative of Vyasa. So part of that celebration is the offering of homages. And I would like to ask His Holiness Jayadvaita Maharaj to begin with his offering. Would you like to sit down, Maharaj? Or if you want me to sit or stand, whichever you prefer. We'll need the microphone stand here if someone can bring it.
Forgive my voice, which is rather shot at the moment. My apologies. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Shaminiti Namane. Is it better if I stand up front, Pancharatna Prabhu? Here? Yeah. The speakers will be standing here so you can... you just don't want to have your back to Radha Govinda, but otherwise facing this way. Yeah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Shamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaudavani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyacha Desha Tarane. So many things here in New York could I have some water? Remind us of Srila Prabhupada. 26 2nd Avenue, Tompkins Square Park, the Bowery, 72nd Street, Henry Street, and many other places where Srila Prabhupada stayed, visited, or preached. We're reminded of the first devotees he made here, the first Hare Krishna recording, his early classes and kirtans, his cooking. I'm reminded of how I first met him in 1968 when he returned to New York from India after I had joined the temple. How he was kind to me, a bewildered young boy who somehow came to the right place. I'm reminded, inevitably, of how satisfied he was with our skyscraper on 55th Street and how we lost it and wound up in a depressed area of Brooklyn. Now, by Krishna's grace, that area has become a premium location for spreading Krishna consciousness, and the temple is now strong and growing. By way of a report, under the leadership of Hamsarupa Prabhu as temple president, the temple is now full of enthusiastic devotees. It has become the headquarters for the daily New York Harinam party led by Ram Roy Prabhu. Under the distant but attentive guidance of Radhesham Prabhu from Pune, we have a strong program for young Indian students who reside in the temple and serve. And by the inspiration and initial direction of Kadambakanana Swami, we have steady programs for teaching Krishna consciousness here to Westerners. And those programs, from a modest start, are steadily growing. Also, by the inspiration of Kadambakanana Swami, Space 1 flight up that was wasted on storage rooms has been transformed into an airy space for programs, and ground floor street side space that was wasted on a massive shoe room is being transformed into a cafe to be opened before this book is published. And we have a whole building next door waiting to be renovated and fully deployed. Its basement, once closed, now provides a big hall for honoring Krishna Prasadam. The ground floor, damaged over the years by water from a leaky roof, still goes unused, but with money, maybe something less than $1 million, it can become an excellent venue for classes, public programs, private functions, and more. The money is still to come, but we're confident that it will. There's more we want to do here to spread Krishna consciousness, but I'll leave that report for another time. For some years, I've been traveling around in various parts of the world. Since the core of my service has been writing and teaching, I arranged my schedule so that I've mostly been in warmer weather. But this year, while in Mayapur during Kartik, the thought came to me, why are you wasting your time following the weather? You should focus on New York and try to contribute something. Srila Prabhupada, I think that thought came by your inspiration, or should I say, by your prodding. These days, in my old age, I don't accomplish much. But devotees often say, "Oh, Maharaj, just your presence is enlivening." So, all right, if my supposedly divine presence is of any use, let me invest it in New York. Srila Prabhupada, you invested your energy here, in this city, arguably the most important in America. So let us try to do something here to push forward your mission, the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Whatever those of us here may be able to accomplish will be only by your blessings. It is your divine grace who are spreading Krishna consciousness here. And we are acting only as your assistants. When we follow your instructions and example, we are confident by your desire and by the transcendental power of your instructions, wonderful things can happen. One time, while sitting on the roof of the 55th Street building, you gestured in one direction and said, "We should have a temple there." Then you looked toward another direction, and a temple there. And then you said, "East side, west side, all around the town." Why not? Your desire is powerful, and by your desire, the name and mission of Lord Gauranga can spread here in every direction. Surely this will come to pass, and we pray to become servants of your desire. Your servant, Jayadvaita Swami. I won't say more. They want me for a darshan program downstairs. I just might suggest that you do a cell phone check, if everyone would like to check their cell phone and see that it's in silent mode for the coming speakers. Thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. I'd like to ask Council. Oh, okay. He's pointing that Pushara, you should be next to speak. But we do have a short time, We're going to conclude at 7:30 to have Pushpanjali and the final arati before the prasadam. So just a few minutes.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pistaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharini Nivesesa Sunyavadi Pastacha Desitarini. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki. When we speak about Srila Prabhupada, we're actually speaking about the motivating force in the Hare Krishna movement. What actually is the inspiration behind Krishna consciousness? There's one person. Prabhupada is very unique because although many people had tried to bring spiritual life from India to America, it's mostly been not much success. Not much success. So we should ask the question, how come Prabhupada was successful and able to spread Krishna consciousness throughout the whole world? That means that the person has to be empowered by Krishna to do that. And this Krishna consciousness, what is the special feature? The special feature is God directly, the personality of God, not the energy of God, not the impersonal aspect, but the personal aspect. Bhakti Yoga is the original consciousness of the living entity. Satchit Ananda Vigaha. That cannot be realized just in material life with the senses. It never happens. What is the search for in life? Happiness. Is that a fact? That's what people are really searching for. That is called happiness. The trick of a material nature is that without Krishna, you can become happy. That's illusion. You cannot have a creation without a creator, right? That's illogical. As Prabhupada is successful, of course Prabhupada says it's not him alone, the devotees that help Srila Prabhupada make him a success. Prabhupada was able to attract genuine people, genuine souls, who are actually searching for God with all sincerity. And if you do something like that with sincerity, then Krishna will answer your calling. You just have to be sincere. If you hear give up this, give up that, give up that, give up those things. And then you'll find Krishna by devotional service. You cannot find it by the process itself of chanting. You have to find it, that is called the change of heart. You have to develop Krishna prema. That is called love of Krishna. So, love of Krishna is not like any other kind of material attachment. It's not material attachment. We think material attachment is love. But actually it's not. Real love means connection with Krishna. And because living entities, they have Krishna in their hearts, that's why we're attracted to living entities, because they have Krishna in their hearts. And we're attracted by pure devotees because they have pure Krishna consciousness within their heart. And we can learn how to do it by practice. But the most important thing, that is called sadhu sangha. That means association. So we give up this association with what? People that are not serious. And we find association with devotees who are serious. And Krishna keeps the company of devotees together, and there's strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers. And so Prabhupada said that impossible, that's a word in a fool's dictionary. So the Krishna consciousness, for it to spread all over, for people to benefit all over the world, that's not impossible. That's already proven by Srila Prabhupada. So we simply have to follow in Prabhupada's footsteps by studying these Krishna conscious literature, very nice literatures, original literatures, the first literatures, the Vedic knowledge, the original. Everything else comes after the Vedas. To say there's this, there's that, there's this, there's that. But the Vedas is first. Aham Brahmasmi. That is the knowledge that the world is missing. Because the people are so foolish, they're connected to the body, they don't know they're not the body, so they're all thinking, I'm this body, I'm this color, I'm that color, I'm these people, I'm those people. All illusion. So you can never find happiness with the illusion. That's the problem. You have $1 million, you have $1 billion, you still won't be satisfied. Because that is the nature of the soul. The soul is only satisfied with Krishna, Krishna's association, the association with his devotees, and that will make you possible for you to enter into the spiritual world. You don't have to even go to the spiritual world. Even in this world, you'll understand that this is also the spiritual world. Devotional service will transform us to that understanding. And we'll be able to see Krishna when our eyes are purified by what Prabhupada said, the love of God ointment. So our eyes are contaminated without this love of God. Once love of God is established, then we'll be able to see Krishna. And then our life will become perfect. And how does that happen? Because we'll be situated in transcendental ecstasy. That's what we're missing. That's what's not available in the material field of activities. So on the whole, this Krishna consciousness, what Srila Prabhupada has given, is of utmost importance for every individual person to purify themselves and to come to self-realization, to come to full Krishna conscious realization, and to become blissful and happy, and to deliver that and to help your fellow brothers and sisters. And that's what Krishna consciousness is. So the process is there, the temple is here, the devotees are there, and the process of devotional service is there, all for your understanding and so that you can live that properly and become perfect in your lives. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Vyasa. We're having this speaking here because we're speaking for Prabhupada, but we don't want to put our backs towards the deities. So those of you who are sitting here, if you don't mind moving over this way or that way, and just keep your back in this direction. All right? That's the we should give honor to Srila Prabhupada and honor to Shri Radha Govinda. And Prabhus, if you could just move over here, if you don't mind. Hansru.
Mukam karoti vachalam bangum lankai deguram yarkipatamaham bande shigurum dinatarnam. I was just reminded, as Pancharana Prabhu was asking everyone to sit in such a way that their backs are not turned towards the deities or to Srila Prabhupada, that's okay, that this is a much bigger temple room than the one we had on Henry Street, where we literally sat facing each other with just a few feet apart between the men and the ladies. And it became so crowded that from actually this Vyasa and the one previous, Prabhupada at times would stop the kirtan or the lecture and he would wave what he was using was a small jeweler's hammer, and he would wave to all the devotees to make a space so that he could see the deities and that the deities were not obstructed from view. So we learned many things from His Divine Grace. Even small things like this were instructions of great import to us. We understood how Srila Prabhupada was relating to Krishna. In our small, limited conception, he was directly communicating, and they were directly communicating with him. And we were so much benefited by His Divine Grace's association that even to this day, we're firmly convinced that His presence is what enables us to continue to do our services. It's not just simply these empty homages. Not that any of these homages are empty, but especially mine, they're just words in one sense. And we simply want to dedicate ourselves as much as possible. And Lord Krishna chastises Arjuna somewhat. And he says that heroes don't talk much. It says it's not a question of how much you can talk, but how much you can do. And so this is something that we all have taken to heart, especially with the challenges that arise in certain situations, as Jayadvaita Maharaj so nicely articulated, that Brooklyn now is not the Brooklyn it was when we first had the opportunity to get this building in 1982. And so we're very fortunate, somehow or other, Krishna has brought up everything around him, which is what he usually does. And everything has been transformed. And so it is the most wonderful preaching facility. And we take that responsibility very seriously. And as he also mentioned, that there's a great deal more to offer to the up-and-coming generation now that they're finding the ability to have a safe place to execute spiritual life. So we're very keen to continue to do this. And so our humble offering is that, Prabhupada, please allow us to continue to serve you in whichever way you desire. But in your mood of that New York is the most important project, your most important project, and that New York is the most important city, and from our experience, you gave so much attention to Radha Govinda. Even in your place of worship, Mayapur, Radha Govinda was the only picture hanging in your room. And so this was something that just struck us so poignantly, that even in Mayapur, you were thinking about Radha Govinda. So somehow or other, again, we can only beg at his lotus feet to continue to serve in whatever capacity he desires, and especially in the association of our God brothers, God sisters, God sons and daughters and nephews and nieces, and help them to experience the same mercy that we had in your presence. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you very much, Hansuru Prabhu. So I was looking forward to our God Brother Lochanananda Prabhu's presence, one of our earliest, well, he's actually joined our movement in France, but is a New Yorker and dear to us. But unfortunately, his health was, he was there for our first offering of the day, which was the parade down Madison Avenue, but couldn't come here. But his daughter is here, and she will read his offering on his behalf. And I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Anjanila. Indranila. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. I'm very nervous, everybody. It's a great honor to be here in the stead of my father. He was initiated in 1970. It's been around for a while. And I'm going to read his offering. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna on this earth, having taken shelter at his lotus feet. To the supreme swan-like devotee of the Lord, my obeisances thousands and thousands of times. Without having come into contact with you, we would have all been swept away into oblivion by the powerful influence of the material energy. By your grace, Srila Prabhupada, we were lifted up and delivered out of the darkness of ignorance. By the mercy of Krishna, one comes into contact with a pure devotee who is empowered to instill love of Godhead in the heart of the conditioned soul. Krishna consciousness is already present in a seed-like state, but to be awakened, your divine touch is required. Now, many of your disciples are approaching their final moment of truth, when full surrender becomes a necessity in preparing oneself to go back to Godhead. Many have already given up this mortal coil while praying to be reunited with you, wherever your mission takes them. Spiritual master is eternal, is what you proclaimed. And you said, we all have big ISKCON in the spiritual world. So, to look forward with great anticipation to being in your personal company again is within reach. And that gives us hope and determination to remain in Krishna consciousness until the last breath. O Divine Master, you took us under your wing and gave us the gift of real life in Krishna consciousness. You masterfully engaged tens of thousands of followers in continuous service to the personality of Godhead and his eternal consort, Srimati Radharani. You introduced the authorized Bhagavad Gita as it is to educate and uplift human society as to the purpose of life in accordance with the everlasting lessons taught by Lord Krishna to his friend Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And you brought out into the public thoroughfares the deity form of the Lord of the universe, Jagannath Swami, to confer blessings upon all living entities. We bow before you again and again and ask only that you continue to guide us from within and grant us the honor of serving you birth after birth, your eternal servant, Lochanananda Das. Srila Prabhupada ki!
Next, I'd like to ask my good wife, Atita Gunadasi, if she could read her offering. I also have to let everyone know she has prepared a beautiful presentation for Srila Prabhupada. This is our own community Vyasa Puja book that is offered to Srila Prabhupada. Every year we prepare this, and we invite all of you to contribute your offerings, if you do so in time, and we'll put them in the book. And this will be here in the temple room for you to go through and read and enjoy. So let me just help her get to hers.
Hare Krishna. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Bastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Ti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pachavane Nivishesha Shunyavadi Paschachara Zatavane. I was very fortunate to be able to come to New York in 1978. I actually grew up in Australia, and I went to the Mayapur festival, and then the devotees from New York suggested that I come to New York and do book distribution at the airport, and that was a life changer. I really, really appreciated that. I could give out so many books every day, 6 days a week, and the other day I rested. But it was such a life changer for me coming to New York and being able to meet so many people and give them Srila Prabhupada's books. And I felt like my life was worth living. Srila Prabhupada, on this auspicious day of your appearance, I feel fortunate to be part of your transcendental family. You are a perfect human being. Even those who were with you for years would say that. You never made a mistake. I have to take your steady guidance for my ultimate spiritual growth, as you are truly Krishna's representative. As Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says, the spiritual master is to be honored as much as the Supreme Lord, because he is the most confidential servitor of the Lord. This is acknowledged in all revealed scriptures and is followed by all authorities. The first time I had the great fortune to meet you was in Sydney Airport in 1976. I could not believe my good fortune to actually be in your presence and receive your beneficent glances. The next day was the day of my initiation. I was praying, please, Srila Prabhupada, give me a name that you would choose. Your secretary had picked out the name Anita, but you said that name meant not having a path. So you chose another name for me, Atita Guna, which means one who can transcend the material path. I was ecstatic that you would actually pick out a name for me. By following your path of devotional service, it is possible to rise above materialism. I'm forever grateful that you decided to pick out a name that I could try to live up to in your service. We just need to chant, dance, and be happy and connect our life to Krishna. I understand that I really need to take more shelter of your books, especially the Srimad Bhagavatam, as a guiding light in my life and try to become more humble. You have given in your books all the Vedic conclusions, which become clear with more reading. Thank you for inviting me to be part of your wonderful society and to be part of your New York temple, which was so important to you. You started the Krishna consciousness movement in New York, and you always mentioned how dear the spreading of Krishna consciousness in New York was to you. You made such a sacrifice when you left the most spiritual realm of Sri Vrindavandam and came to hellish New York City. I can feel your presence in New York City. We are blessed by just being able to serve here and feel that by being here, we're being blessed by you. Srila Prabhupada, you had such a grand vision and conviction that I was able to surrender you for my whole life. It was a great miracle that you came to New York City in 1965, and in just 11 years you were able to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. You had so much struggle, especially in the first days in New York City. As children, we try to walk but fall. Life goes on and the struggle goes on. But if it's the right struggle, then it's worth all the problems. Srila Prabhupada, you also struggled to introduce Krishna consciousness to the West. In Bhagavad Gita 2:41, Krishna tells us to become resolute in purpose with one aim. The true meaning of our oneness in purpose is by making the purpose of our spiritual master, our life and soul. We need to follow the light held by the true spiritual master. When a man is drowning in the ocean, only another person can save him. I feel that you have saved me. Krishna has sent you to guide us out. Half the year I'm fortunate enough to be able to serve in Sridham Mayapur. This is also a place dear to your heart. My children grew up in Mayapur and are always telling me how special it was to be always chanting the holy names and swimming in the Ganga every day. I feel greatly blessed that I'm allowed to be in your holy dham with the wonderful deities of Sri Radha Madhava, the Astashakis, the powerful Lord Nrsingadev, and Sri Panchatattva. Thank you for all your blessings. Your struggles to spread Krishna consciousness can inspire us. Your determination and your love for Krishna inspires us. You are confident of the message of Lord Chaitanya, and this movement will spread all over the world. And you, Srila Prabhupada, are the one who is saving us. All glories to you, your aspiring servant, Atita Guna Dasi.
Thank you very, very much. So we are going to have a few more, and then we'll be doing Pushpanjali. I hope, meanwhile, we can get the arati and everything ready. So I'm going to ask Ram Roy Prabhu if he'd like to... Oh, Shivaraj is here? Okay. Would you like to speak just a few words? We only have another 10, 12 minutes, so just a couple of minutes if you can speak. Then Ram Roy, Nikunja Bihari, and Shobha Mai, and then we will conclude. Please come. And meanwhile, we can begin to arrange for the Pushpanjali and the Arati.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. I have not prepared, so I'm gonna just tell you how I came into ISKCON. I did not know at those days that there is a ISKCON. And I found Bhagavad Gita in a garbage can. While I was going down the subway station, and I saw that garbage can was there, and I saw big Bhagavad Gita with a picture and all that. So I saw it, oh my goodness. So I picked up that Bhagavad Gita immediately, and I brought it home. So while going to sleep, I said, let me see this book. So I was lying down on the bed, and then I opened the book and I started to read. And in that, it was mentioned many times, Bhagavatam, 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 in many places in pages. So I inquired, I developed the desire to see this Bhagavatam book. So then in order to get that, so I had to go to temple, in ISKCON temple. So at that time, the temple was on Manhattan 55th Street. So I went there one day, and devotees were there, and they were on the front door. The devotees were standing in a line, single line. And I saw them in the morning because somebody told me, a devotee told me that if you want to see Prabhupada, you have to come in the morning. So I went there one morning, and then a devotee was sawing the line. So I asked, why we are standing in line? What's happening? So one of the devotees said, oh, Prabhupada is just coming. So we're going to invite him. So maybe a couple of minutes or so, Prabhupada came out from the car and walked into the hallway. And the devotees were threw their flower petals on him, and I also did that, and slowly walked in Prabhupada in the main deity room. At that time, this is bigger, but that one is small. The three altars were there: Gaurnitai, Radha Govindiji, and Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. So Prabhupada, I watched Prabhupada, what he is doing. So slowly he walked, and he paid obeisances to all the three altars. First Gaurnitai, then Radha Govindiji, and Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. Then he slowly walked in the opposite direction, opposite side, where his Vyasa was there, and he took the Vyasa and sit on this. And then the devotees started to pay obeisances to him, one by one. So I was watching, so what should I do? I was thinking. So I said, let me go also, and I'm going to pay obeisances also. So I went there, and when my turn came, I paid obeisances. And our Indian mentality is that, so some sannyasi or a great Rishi comes, you have to touch their lotus feet. So I had that in my mind. So Prabhupada was sitting over there, and then I touched his lotus feet. So the devotees who were standing around and sitting around said, don't. So then I looked at Prabhupada, and Prabhupada was smiling at me, said, don't worry. And after that, the Prabhupada, he gave the class, and after the class, he distributed prasadam to all the devotees, one by one. So I had that opportunity also to take the prasadam from his hand. So then I listened to his Bhagavatam class, and then I decided to do something about this. I have to improve myself. So I came in touch with the devotees, And I started to go to temple on every Sunday. And from then on, I developed some friendship and then decided to go further into it and do book distribution and all that. And then the devotees were so magnanimous at those days that they involved us, also my other two friends were there, to do some service. A service in the sense that those days, the deities were not that the devotee was there. So one temple, one altar was there. There is a Srinathji deity was there. So the one devotee told me that you can do some service also. You can do some puja. You can come in time and do the puja. So I started to. So my friend and myself, and we started to do regular puja of the Srinathji deity. And from then on, I got involved much and more, and then going the donation and this and that. So this is how I involved in this ISKCON. So in the short, to involve in the Hare Krishna movement, to get involved in become a devotee, you have to have an association. Association is more important. And with that association, of course, everybody knows the association, bad association, good association, you know that. So it is very important to have association of devotees. Devotee association never go wrong. So I request all of you that you are very fortunate, and if you are not chanting your rounds, 16 rounds or 4 rounds, whatever round, you are not chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please start doing right away. Don't delay in this situation because life is very short and unpredictable. So take the advantage of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and give Prabhupada's blessing, get Prabhupada's blessing. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Shivarati Prabhu. Just quick, that very shortly the curtains will close for the deities, but do not leave. The prasadam won't be for at least another 15, 20 minutes, and we're going to be doing the Pushpanjali, etc., so please don't go out, but hear the rest of the offerings and stay to offer your own flowers to Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. I'd like to ask Ram Roy Prabhu if he could read his offering or speak.
Bushara Prabhu was describing the extraordinary position of Srila Prabhupada in terms of his empowerment to spread Krishna consciousness. There is a verse in the Bhagavatam where I believe Shonaka Rishi is describing Sutta Goswami, who is such a great spiritual master, he can enter into the hearts of all. Krishna, he is Paramatma, Antaryami, in the heart of everyone. He's the Surit, he is the dearmost friend of every living entity. He's the very self of our self. The greatness of Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead is that he can be the self of every self, unlimited numbers of selves, and give a complete and perfect loving reciprocal relationship with unlimited personalities, qualitatively like himself. That is the greatness of God. So the greatness of an actual pure devotee of such a supreme personality of Godhead as that he acts on behalf as the emissary, the representative of the supreme personality of Godhead, and especially in this material world where the living entities have forgotten their real happiness, their real shelter, their real identity, their real purpose, such a personality is empowered to represent that supreme love, the perfection of reciprocation, in the Shishastakam, the nectar for which we are always anxious. So Srila Prabhupada, in preparation to come to New York City, resided for a good number of years, I believe 8 or 9 years in Sri Vrindavan Dham, which is the quintessential abode of Krishna, the supreme abode, Radha and Krishna. And we understand that in this age of Kali, we are worshiping Sri Sri Radha Govinda, Radha and Krishna. They have united. The love of the divine couple is so great that they unite into one personality, and that personality is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who as the Yuga avatar, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata, whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice and a predominant rise of irreligion, I, Krishna says, descend myself and give the prescribed method to Paritranaya Sadhunam, uplift the faithful, and Vinashaya Traduskritam, to dismantle, diminish, and curtail the activities of the Asura, the demon. So, of course, in this age, the primary method is the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You can see in an early video of Srila Prabhupada, I believe it's Matchless Gifts, he's being asked and he's telling the interviewer, my mission is to spread the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is the universal panacea for all living entities. Srila Prabhupada has said that anyone who comes in contact with this chanting, even for svalpamapiyasya dharmasya, even a moment, and that's even broken down even more fragmental in the Bhagavatam, 1/11 of a second is enough to ensure one's complete perfection. Of course, that chanting must be heard from the lips of a pure devotee. So when Srila Prabhupada chants Hare Krishna and initiates us, the meaning of initiation, we are initiated into the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we are apt, this is the power and glory of disciplic succession, Guru Parampara, transcending all time and space. We shouldn't lament if we were born, say, I just missed Srila Prabhupada's association. I'm born in 1959. I was only 18 years old when Srila Prabhupada passed from this world. I didn't come to this movement until 1978. But I never felt any lack of reciprocation or association with Srila Prabhupada, because dedicating oneself to his mission. As you were saying, this is a movement for sincere persons who are actually seeking God, pure, saintly, motivated personalities. The Vishva Vaishnav Sabaraj, the inner circle of supreme relishers of the personality of Godhead. That was a term given to Society of Devotees by Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. So ISKCON, a different name, is of the same nature in essence. So Srila Prabhupada living in Vrindavan, there is a verse, a very exalted verse written in the 1500s by Srila Rupa Goswami in regards to the glories of Sri Radha Kund, which is the topmost of all holy places within Sri Vrindavan Dham. And it's describing that no person of spiritual intelligence would give up residing at Sri Radha Kund. It is the supreme perfection of life. Even Srila Prabhupada is leaving Vrindavan to come here to, of all places, New York City. All of the residents of Sri Vrindavan were trying to dissuade him, do not go. But that transcendental intelligence was on a higher platform to come here and to spread the glories of Radha Kund, the glories of Radharani, the glories of Radha and Govinda to all of us. Prabhupada says in one place, in his last translated chapter 13 of the 10th canto. What was once an empty corner has now become a great transcendental place of pilgrimage. Such are the desires of a pure devotee. So, in the same way, I will humbly put forth, no one of spiritual intelligence will give up the preaching in this New York City, where Srila Prabhupada put 15 continuous months of his life, from October 1965 till January 1966, 67, residing here continuously. And Prabhupada's first desire after establishing Krishna consciousness in New York, just his disciples went to San Francisco, and that was the second temple, but his first idea in his mind was to create an American house, to make an American temple, and that ultimately became the Krishna Balaram Mandir. So the very, very intimate relationship with Sri Sri Radha Govinda Mandir and Sri Vrindavan Dham. Our Hansarupa Prabhu was instrumental in completing, which had been long neglected for 7 or 8 long years after Prabhupada's departure, Prabhupada's glorious samadhi in Sri Vrindavan Dham. So, as Prabhupada came here, we should see the correlation between preaching on behalf of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada and the ultimate attainment of Sri Vrindavan Dham, and how much more glorious it is to not just bring yourself back home, back to Godhead, to Vrindavan, but to bring as many people and as living entities as possible. That is the mood of Srila Prabhupada, that is his mission, that is his line. We should try to be his followers. Thank you very much. All glories to his divine grace.
Thank you, Ram Roy Prabhu. So we're going to extend a little bit because it's important. And, you know, it's also, this morning was a fast day, so we'll have a little bit of extra. Because we want to hear from 2 more of our senior devotees here, Nikunja Bihari and Shobhamai. If you can, we have your offering here that you've written. You could read them. That would be very nice. Nikunja Bihari, perhaps you can come. And then, meanwhile, I want to, while you're coming up, I'm going to do one more thing on behalf of the children of our community. To present Srila Prabhupada with their offerings.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Pradaya Krishna Pradaya Bhule Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namine Namaste Sarasdevam Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaurapunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Respected Gurudev Srila Prabhupada Ji, on this auspicious day of your appearance, I offer my obeisances unto you with great honor and respect. You have given me the highest taste of Radha Govinda's service. In fact, your presence in the form of a deity and a guidance inspires me to continue in search for even higher taste. By your mercy, you help me to know all about Krishna's endless qualities. I humbly pray to you to give me your blessings so that I may always remain focused on engaging myself in service of my Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Sri Sri Radha Govinda Ji, longing for your lotus feet Nikunj Bihari Das. Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishwapadaya Krishnapadaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my most humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to you. I wish to express my deepest gratitude for your boundless compassion in bringing the timeless knowledge of Krishna consciousness from India to the West and ultimately to the entire world. By your tireless effort, fearless preaching, and unwavering devotion to Sri Krishna, you have opened a doorway for countless souls, ours included, to rediscover our eternal relationship with the Lord. You endured great personal hardship, leaving the sacred land of Vrindavan to travel across the ocean with nothing but your faith, your books, and your mission. Through your teachings, your translations of the sacred scriptures, and your personal example of humility and service, you have illuminated the path of bhakti for those who would otherwise have remained lost in material darkness. Because of you, the holy names of Krishna now resound in every corner of the world. The Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the other Vedic treasures you so carefully translated and explained now guide us daily, transforming our lives with knowledge, purpose, and joy. We owe you a debt that can never be repaid. Still, we offer our hearts, our service, and our sincere commitment to follow your instructions and help share Krishna consciousness so that others may also be blessed by your mercy. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for giving us Krishna. Thank you for giving us the holy name. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to return home back to Godhead. Your eternal servant, Shobhamai Devi Dasi.
Thank you very much. So while we're getting ready for the Pushpanjali, I'll take your permission to conclude our homages with my own humble attempt. Give me a second. Okay, we'll do a quick arti. Yeah, very quick. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pujani Nirvisesha Sanivadi Pashchatate Shatarine. The anchor is pulled, and Calcutta's familiar sights recede in the distance, giving way to the ocean's might. Your journey west has begun, with no clear map to guide you, only resolute determination and Saraswati Thakur beside you. Now 60 years have passed since that glorious day in August. You boarded Jaladuta to come to be amongst us. The wretched and poor in spirit, entrapped in Kali's kingdom, desperate for escape to purity and freedom. Guided by the Lord within, you danced into our midst, giving us the Mahamantra with no judgment, only kindness. By incalculable good fortune, I joined your dancing school, awkward, stumbling, falling, less a dancer, more a fool. Seeing my missteps, I deserve to be abandoned, but by your divine grace, the lame can cross mountains. And so I take hope to be forgiven for my flaws and kept always in your service, somehow useful to your cause. To bring the holy names to every city, village, and town, to every heart of every soul, and from darkness turn around to the sunlight of Godhead, free of Maya's guile. Please use me as your tool and make my life worthwhile. Your insignificant servant, Pancharatna Das. Hare Krishna. So there's a quick offering of a cake here. So please do it as quickly as you can, because we're just now going to prepare to do the Pushpanjali. We need to go quickly. So let's pass out the flowers. If you can pass out now, I'm going to give everyone a little instruction how we're going to do this. We're going to do a short Mangalacharana, and everyone take a handful of flowers. You can stand up now, come forward, okay? Take a handful of flowers, and we're going to offer the Pushpanjali 3 times, okay? So take not too many flowers so it goes all around, but remember that each time you make your offering of flowers, you have to remember that you're going to do it 1 or 2 more times, okay? So please, ladies to the side here, men to the side here, please. And then the senior devotees can offer some garlands to Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, there's 1 tray there for the ladies and 1 tray for the men. Okay. Abbreviated Mangalacharana. Or you can do it. No. They're passing it out. Yeah. Do you want to do it? I was just going to do the...
No, why?
Not so abbreviated as that.
Better to abbreviate the speakers than to abbreviate the prayers.
Anyway, I'm going to not say all of the Guru Parampara mantras. Okay, that I'm going to do. Om Agina.
We're doing Guru Puja also?
Very quick arti. You have to do.
Just don't do it. Just do Pushpanjali and let's go.
It's your call.
You can't do a puja just 1 line each, not.
No. Just do Pushpanjali.
You can do it while we're doing Pushpanjali. Somebody can offer an
You're not
arti.
singing the song, so what's the
Yeah.
point?
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway. All right. Everyone has flowers. All right. So we're going to go very quickly because time is short. Now, repeat after me. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Chakshur Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vijakanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschachadesha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschachadesha Tarine Esha Pushpanjali Samapayami Jai Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschachadesha Tarine Esha Pushpanjali Samavayami Jai Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschachadesha Tarine Esha Pushpanjali Samavayami Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Srila Prabhupada. Thank you everyone for coming for this Vyasa Puja ceremony. There will now be a wonderful transcendental feast that has been offered to Srila Prabhupada to be distributed now to all of you. And please go forward with all of the messages that you received today, inspirations to follow Srila Prabhupada by taking up the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and by sharing this with everyone all over the world. In this most important city of the world, New York City, in the service of Sri Sri Radha Govinda, Srila Prabhupada Ki ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. No arti, but you can sing here if you like. Do you sing usually at this time?
Usually, yes.
Okay.
Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Huh? Gurupada Singh? Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Oh. The feast is ready downstairs. Please, everyone can go downstairs now to take a prasadam. Okay, we're just going to sing for a little bit. Yeah.
Enjoy the feast.
Yeah. So, I have photo. Yeah. Sit in the floors. Yeah, it's 8:45. Yeah. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Sukhi. Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare. Ramo, Rama, Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hey Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Bolo Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama. No, that's okay. He's going to help you. Hare Louder. Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare